Okay, so before we start this video, first and foremost, for those of you that have been following the Nicola Bulley case, although it has come to a conclusion, no one will forget Nicola Bulley for those of us that have followed her. So let's just take a moment, of course, to say a prayer for Nicola Bulley. So in this article, or in the report that had come out, and it was just funny because I was just literally looking for this report yesterday, and then a friend happened to send it to me. So Nicola Bulley diver Peter Falding claims he found the body after 6 minutes as he hits back at criticism. So let's just quickly listen to the video.
Part of the process, I asked the college to notify me immediately if they discovered anything that would amount to action needing to be taken against any officer or employee of the constabulary for misconduct or negligence of duty, or anything that would have altered the outcome of the search and investigation, or indicated that Nicola could definitely have been found sooner. There have been no such findings, and therefore this review is very much a learning review, with a number of recommendations which, given the unprecedented nature of this case, are mainly for policing nationally.
So an expert diver has claimed he, without a doubt, which is of course Peter Falding, found Nicola Bulley's body within 6 minutes as he hit back at a review into the police's handling of the missing mother's case that criticized his part in the search. Now, an independent investigation found that Peter Falding gave statements to the media that were found to be at odds with what had happened to Mrs. Bulley, and the police felt some of the activities caused challenges to the investigation. Now, Mr. Falding had led a private search of the river wire in search for the missing mother of two. She was found on February 19th, about a mile from where she vanished while walking her dog in St. Michael's in Lancashire 3 weeks earlier. Now, an inquest concluded that her death was accidental, that she fell into the river on the day she disappeared and died almost immediately in the cold water. Now, in the statement on Tuesday, Mr. Falding said he and his company, Specialist Group International, SGI, arrived at St. Michael's on Wire to assist with the search for Miss Bulley on February 6th and found no sign of her in the section of the river that day. However, the following day, police told Mr. Falding's team to scour what the diver called the hot zone, which was non-tidal area in front of the bench where Mrs. Bulley's phone was found down to the weir. From experience, if Nicola had entered the water here, this is the area where she would most likely be found, Mr. Falding said. 6 minutes after beginning the search at 10:34 a.m., the diver said he spotted a significant target that appeared, from my experience, to take human form, which was about 75 meters downstream from the bench. Now, Mr. Falding said he called the Lancashire police advisor to tell them of his findings in less than 20 minutes, sending an image of what he had seen and requesting that SGI divers be put into the waters immediately and to check the area. However, he claimed that this request to dive was refused, alleging that he was told Northwest Underwater Search Unit, NWUSU, would conduct the dive that afternoon instead. The NWUSU told his team, "The target was found to be nothing," he claimed. "This baffled me deeply, as I am not usually wrong when I locate a target, especially a body that shows a clear signature. Sonar shadows cannot be created by nothing." He alleged his team discreetly rescanned the same area, which showed the same target in the same location at 4:30 p.m. that day. Mr. Falding, he had said, having worked closely with police and police dive teams for many years, I had nothing but respect for them and instinctive trust in their ability and had no reason to doubt their findings. Although I thought I had found a very credible target, I conceded that maybe I was wrong, and later that afternoon I made a statement to the media saying that there was no sign of Nicola and that I did not think she was in the river. Mr. Falding said a request to the Lancashire Police Search Advisor to rescan the same area of the river was refused the following morning on the basis the target area was clear. So he said, having thoroughly searched the parts of the river that were tasked with and with no other targets found, I made the decision to leave the search. After leaving the scene, I had no further contact with the Lancashire Constabulary. Unusually, they made no request for our search records or our sonar data in preparation for the inquest, which he said he was not invited to. He reviewed his sonar files and claimed it became clear upon enhancement of the images that the target which I had located was without a doubt Nicola. He said, I had in fact found Nicola at 10:34 a.m. on February 7th of 2023 after just 6 minutes of searching. The enhanced sonar file taken at 4:30 p.m. on February 7th, 2023 clearly shows Nicola's body lying in a fetal position on her right side, legs bent. Although Mrs. Bulley's body was found at a different point in the river, Mr. Falding said he believed this is because decomposition gases inside her body built up enough to float her to the surface, and subsequently down the river over the weir and into the tidal section of the river, where eventually she was deposited into her final resting place. Now, the independent review said that the diver who searched the area of interest that Mr. Falding had identified said that find was tree branches underwater and therefore cleared as negative. It added that NWPU SMU had previously searched the same area with negative results. It has also said that the review team asked a leading government sonar specialist for their opinion, who concluded they had low confidence that the images were that of a human casualty. The report also added this find was sufficiently investigated by the search team at the time and was established to be a negative finding. This was additionally supported by the expert opinion of the images from 2 independent scientists, which were received during this review. Tuesday's report, led by the College of Policing, also said Mr. Falding had informed the Bulley family that he thought he'd identified a body deposition site. So the location or believed location site of a deceased body. As part of the review, Lancashire Constabulary suggested this had caused unwarranted distress and false alarm and resulted in the diversion of police resources to the family to remedy the situation. The report continues. It is the view of the Lancashire Constabulary that Mr. Falding had a significant impact on the investigation and public confidence through his activities and his engagement with the media. The review team considers that some of his actions created a more challenging environment for the investigation team. His public statements often contradicted the investigative and operational approach, leading to confusion for the public and reducing the family's trust in the investigation and search operation. Mr. Falding told the report authors that he had not advised or supported with any media guidance by Lancashire Constabulary and that he did not receive any instructions not to engage with the press. And there's our beautiful Nicola Bulley. Rest in peace, Nicola Bulley. It's going to be coming up to a year at the end of January. So with heavy hearts, and there's so many people that, truly didn't believe that you got the justice you deserved and that the case should have been handled a lot more differently. I am one of those people, and I know that there is many others that feel the same way. So bless Nicola Bulley. You are a beautiful human, a beautiful soul, and I'm sure that your family misses you greatly. And I'm so sorry that your daughters are now without a mother.
Felt a pain like this before. A piece of my heart died with you, but I guess heaven needed you more. But I can't understand exactly what for. Is this a trial of my faith? A lesson to be learned? Why did my baby come to earth and then so quickly return? I gotta get up off the floor and trust that heaven